Okay then guys, what is going on? Cloud Plays here and welcome back to another video here on the channel. In today's video we're inside of Star Wars Jedi Survivor with a load of information including customization options, a reiteration for a third game inside of Unreal Engine 5 to make this the Trilogy, and we've also got some news about Koboh and it being the reported central play space with a load of information on that. Now we're going to dive on in. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. Now with that being said, let's dive on into the news instead of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So they've had a new look at the Star Wars Jedi Survivor Deluxe Edition cosmetics and they have now been revealed. You're able to change individual parts of Cal and BD1's appearance from different sets. The Galactic Hero Companion set looks absolutely incredible, and as you can see on screen, this now has a higher customization rate, including each individual piece of clothing is going to be able to be customized and or changed. This leads to a really interesting aspect. As we all know, there is not really massive amounts of customization when it comes to the original Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This seems to be a really nice rendition. For me, customization is absolutely huge and a really big part of most games, especially when we start looking at RPGs. This leads into a really enticing part because it means that we're going to be able to find loads more gear for Cal and for BD1. The customization on this does look absolutely amazing, including the lightsabers themselves. This does lead into a lot as well because it means that we can also make changes to blasters later on in the game. For me, this is a huge piece of info and this is something that I'm really excited for. Let me know what your opinions are down in the comment section below and what you think to the small clip that they posted out for the individual part changes for Cal and BD1. Next up, there was an exclusive interview with IGN from Star Wars Jedi Survivor's director Stig Asmussen. Said, "I always wanted to see this as a trilogy," and suggested that the third game would most likely be built in Unreal Engine 5. This is a really big piece of information, mainly because of the changeover from Fallen Order to Survivor. The graphical imagery doesn't seem to change all that much, and there doesn't seem to be much of a alteration inside of this, so we don't really see what the difference is. You could essentially have made it a DLC and you'd have been none the wiser. Majority of the time through the gameplay that we've seen so far, if you'd have told me it was Fallen Order and I hadn't played it before, I wouldn't have even questioned it. But with the third iteration of this trilogy being in Unreal Engine 5, expect some absolutely crazy changes and some good points that are going to be showing through with this. The greatest example that we've got right now is Hogwarts Legacy, the game that looks absolutely incredible, and this is something that Star Wars Jedi Survivor doesn't really show off. So having a third iteration inside of the trilogy that's going to be able to show the Unreal Engine 5 off is really exciting, with it being the first Star Wars game to really show that level of graphical imageries. Now, whilst we're talking about beautiful places though, there was an article that went up by Game Rant that stated the following: as Star Wars Jedi Survivor approaches its late April launch date, new information suggests the sequel will have many exciting influences. Respawn Entertainment probably has its hands full implementing complex lightsaber stances and cinematic single-player campaign. Yet even more surprisingly, environmental designs seem to be expanding with similarly ambitious aims. Players will be able to explore new narrative hubs in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and the planet Koboh is reportedly a central play space in the adventure. Koboh won't just support branching encounters though, it will also host NPCs, a feature that might match the narrative of the original BioWare classic Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is absolutely huge news, mainly because we don't really see much of that again in Fallen Order. This is something that I'm really excited for, mainly because the main NPC interactions were really weak in the original format game, and this is something that they can really push into the narrative and really be able to make the story a lot more immersive and really be able to bring other characters in and make you fall in love with all new people. This is absolutely huge, and so far so good. With loads of information coming from Star Wars, this is just something which I cannot wait for. We have got literally a month and a half left before this game launches, and I don't know about you guys, but I am diving in bloody deep with this one. We're going to be jumping in a little bit later on tonight and watching a couple of these Star Wars films with the Familia inside of a Discord chat, so I recommend that you guys get excited for it as well and do the same. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. This was just a quick one with some Jedi Survivor news. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. Be greatly appreciated. With that being said, thanks again for watching. Appreciate your faces, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.